Good morning, America. States of America. It's Friday, and we're going into the weekend, and I'm hoping that this deal does not go through. Academic economists have sent a letter to Congress. I think it was 100 of them had signed a letter saying this is an absolutely bad deal. Do not give them, I do believe they said anything. Nothing, zero. They said this is a moderate problem. We will get through it. We will sail through it. And I believe if we don't give them the money, we will have a greater opportunity to come out of this on the positive side of the situation. We can take that money and invest it in the infrastructure to create alternative energy. We can create new jobs that way. We can build up the American economy so that it's not based on somewhat like Wall Street idea of how things should be, because that's part of the problem here, because the economy's not based really on anything that's tangible. Create jobs, and there's lots of jobs that need to be created in the alternative energy environmental industry due to the other problem we're having, global warming. You know, I mean, people need health care. People live in poverty. And you got people up on, up at the big house, the White House, the big white boy house, having a tantrum because they lost their money and our money and they want more money? Hello? I don't think so. I think we just need to chill. I'm all for this is just a slight problem. I talk to people around here, and my little place that I live in, nobody's really freaking out down here. So, and nobody's really freaking out anywhere from what I can tell. I haven't seen any, anything on TV saying, hey, we're freaking out. Ah, look at the money I got under my mouth. People aren't taking their money yet. I think people have faith that if, people just take time, then the situation will get resolved. It is an election year, and a lot of people are up for an election, and I'm really digging that we can, put our own media out there, because obviously the news, hello, what happened to all that? They had the Watergate, people busted the Watergate situation. How come nobody blew this up? I mean, I'm sure there's been people talking about it, or it's been on the back page or in the middle page, or of some paper somewhere. I would imagine. I'm not sure. I haven't done any research in the archives. Maybe somebody else out there could create a timeline as to when this problem might have been brought up in the government. I haven't heard anybody lay out, or maybe the president did the other night, but didn't watch him. Yeah, so anyway, I'm glad it's Friday. I'm glad there's no deal, because I think it's time for people to get a little more creative with how they feel they need to resolve this problem. There's lots of ways to resolve this problem. There's a million ways to spend that money. Probably a billion, trillion ways to spend that money in some way that would be constructive, creative, and economically sustainable for the United States. I don't doubt that for 1 second. And maybe it's time to get an objective counsel from the outside, like the academic economy. Maybe we need a more social justice agenda in which we utilize our money and spend it. I mean, I guess the biggest thing for me is I am amazed, completely amazed, that no one has brought this up previously. That suddenly we're having this huge crisis, this catastrophic thing that's going to happen to the economy, and you forgot to tell us. Yeah, I'm really, I'm not surprised, but I am totally disappointed that no one has seen this coming, or warned us, or stopped it. People who are supposed to have oversight, people who knew that the system was deregulated and was heading down the track, without any breaks, with no concern for legalities or for misrepresentation or for just any ethical concerns about bringing down the economy of the United States and the potential for global economic disaster. Like, nobody knew? Nobody? No reporters? No, nobody in the government? Sounds a little strange to me. I'm really glad, though, that there's an FBI investigation. I just hope they're not, you know, too in with those who have been part of this robbery of the United States. Like crooks. We're like negotiating with crooks. You know, gamblers who are having a meltdown, a tantrum, because they've lost their money, everybody else's money, and now they want more money to go out and gamble. Come on. Yeah, so that's my 2 cents.